Welcome back to Bella. Now guys, you know the drill. If you want to win any of the CDs that we give away on Bella, all you have to do is like us on Facebook and all the details are there. Now, before we bring on our magician today, we asked you, the public, whether magic is a way to win a woman's heart. Take a look.
I feel that if you know how to do magic, yeah, it might be a good way in tackling girls, you know, getting girls. But at the same time, right, it's another good way for actually ditching them. Because you can, ding, disappear like that. So if you could see, right, I don't have a girlfriend because I don't know magic, yeah.
I don't think so, because there is so many options you can choose to attract women. So such as you can buy their flowers, or perhaps you can use the flower as a magic trick. But don't try to fool yourself, because magic tricks sometimes it will make you, they laugh at you. So you can choose another options.
Personally, I don't think so. It's because at the end of the day, I think it's the personality and character of man, which women will like to look upon too. So magic tricks, maybe it's a way to make them happy for a while.
To me, it depends whether the tricks really touch my heart. If it's really sincere from that person, it could be very useful to that woman, and you can remember for a long time.
Well, of course, magic can't make a woman fall in love with you. Now we have a magician on the show with us today, Chris Cheong. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
So you're a magician and a mentalist, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that sounds like a very, you know, heavy name. Magician, we all kind of know what a magician does and is.
Yeah.
But what about a mentalist? What exactly is a mentalist?
You see, there's many type of magic in the list. Yeah, where magicians perform sleight of hands and props-based effect, where a mentalist uses the magic concept and apply it with the psychological approach, where we do things like mind readings, mental raising, metal bendings.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So an example of that, like you said, metal bending would be if you had a deck of cards, which you have there,
Yep.
and I picked a card and you don't know what the card is,
Yep.
you'd be able to find the card. That's mentalist? That's what a mentalist does.
Yep.
Okay, very cool. And is magic a way to woo a woman's heart?
Personally, I think magic builds up your personality.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the way you would to approach the girls, the way you talk to them.
Yeah, it's a lot of charisma and showmanship and
Yep.
all that kind of jazz, as they say. Okay, well, you know, you started magic. How old were you when you started magic?
I began to learn and got myself the passion when I was, I think, 7, 8.
Wow, very young.
Yep.
And did the passion just develop over the years, and you were just very into it all through your teens?
I love to perform to people. You see, I love the reaction they gave it to me, the smiles. It's just priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when did you decide that this was something that you wanted to really focus on and to really do, you know, as an adult?
I started to perform on corporate events and shows when I was 15. Yeah.
And then you just sort of carried on?
Yep, and I love what I do, and
Yeah.
audience does start growing, and I keep on doing what I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between, say, you know, we showed some videos, some clips, earlier of street magic. So you have street magic, you have sort of in the studio performance magic, and then you also have, like, you know, in the studio here today, and also magic that involves a lot of other people. So you bring in people and you make them a part of the trick, right?
Yep.
Are they different? Are there different challenges involved in these different sort of methods?
Yeah, definitely, because if you were to go on the street and approach people, you gotta have the courage to face rejection. Because if you were to walk up someone and say, hey, you know, I want to show you something, and what if they come up to say, no, I don't like magic?
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of courageous and confidence in what you do, and you gotta believe in what you do.
Okay.
Just an example, if I were to disappear a coin, I gotta believe it's disappeared, though it's, you know, it's hidden in my pockets, up the sleeve. I gotta believe in what I do.
Okay.
Yep.
And how have you found the Malaysian audience? Like, when you walk on the street, are they receptive, or do they find it very entertaining?
Yeah, I personally like Malaysians crowd because they have a lot of mixed cultures.
Okay.
Yeah, coming around, and I love performing for them.
Okay. Well, it's really funny because, you know, after all these years, magic is still something that amazes everyone. It amazes, you know, the young, the old. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, who you are, what you do in life. It entertains you. It amazes you, and you have so many, you know, magic shows all over the world. Is this a viable industry to get involved in? Is it difficult being a magician or a mentalist?
Personally, I would say it's not, because if you love what you do and you have passion in it, you definitely can make it. You see, you gotta have a lot of practice, and if you love what you do, you just gotta keep on doing it.
Yes. Yeah. How many years have you been practicing now?
I have been performing and practicing magic, I think, about 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 years, and traveling. Do you travel Malaysia, globally? How's that been?
The furthest I've been, I would say Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yep.
Yeah. And how was that experience?
It was good, but I couldn't speak, you know, fluent Cantonese that time. So in Hong Kong, it'd be a little bit hard for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about the sort of the magic and the tricks side of things, but as a mentalist, you know, is a mentalist the same as a psychic? We all see those psychic shows on TV where they read your mind, they can go into your past, they can tell you things that, you know, you've told nobody and stuff like that. Is that the same thing with a mentalist?
No, because a psychist, they use it for making money purposes, I think.
Psychics?
You know, yeah, fortune tellings and things like that. Where a mentalist use it for entertainment purposes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, nicely put. So you can't tell what I'm going to be asking you next, right? You don't know what you don't know what's going to happen in the next block, right?
No.
But for the qualities in being a mentalist and a psychic, so for certain tricks where you seem like you know what's going on in the person's mind, it's actually just how does that work? How do you actually?
You know,
how do you find the card that you didn't know what you didn't know what I picked?
Because, you know, the thing that you do next,
yes.
it tells up from your body language, the way you see it, you know, that kind of thing. Because if you can see it when I'm nervous, you know, I would see it, you know, steadily, you know, and things like that. It's through the body language and the way you're trying to say things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for a magician, it's very much showmanship, and it's a very
it's a lot of sleights of hand.
Sleights of hand skills and that. And I was reading something about a sixth sense. What is that all about?
Personally, I haven't seen the Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Okay, but I have heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What exactly is it?
It's if you were to put it in a way, I think Sixth Sense is an extra sense where you get to sense the person personally. It's something like you get to touch the mind. Okay. Yeah, you get to get back the memories and things like that.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's a psychic part of things.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to go for a quick break now, but coming up, we have more with our magician, Chris. Take a look. Our magician may perform some magic just for you. He may do the impossible. So stay right there. We'll be right back.